Oh, you thought this was the setup? We're actually gonna be over there. What happened to that? Oh, it was Power here with an update video. First, obviously, this is purple. Well, I refilmed this many times that, I had to change clothes. So this is an mid-year update video. However, unlike the last update video, we're not going to do a content overview because I think that's just more reserved. That's more better for the end of the year stuff. Also, because when I first did it by the bookshelf, kind of dragged the entire thing. So for the purpose of the mid-year update, I just kind of want to focus on what's to come and just some tidbits of the future, but not fully because that's obviously reserved for the end of the year. Also, obviously, I want to apologize for the lack of light. Obviously, there's only light within the review station and not where I'm actually trying to film because obviously I couldn't set up the table because so that's just been sitting in the garage. So anyways, we're actually going to start with the second channel because the second channel, there's a lot of secretive stuff. So basically with the second channel, we're actually going to be hitting video 100 pretty soon. So with that, finally, the 2 Kaiser video will finally, hopefully be video 100. I'm still not going to say much about it just because mentally, I have it panned out. I just need to write it on paper and actually get people on board. So hopefully I could do that when I'm done with whatever I address with the main channel. But other than that, obviously we will still have our 2022 summer video, which that got pushed to August just because I decided, you know what? I would do one summer theme video per month. So, thing is that if you go on my Twitter, I already hinted a lot of what the 2022 summer video is. Other than that, I can't really reveal much about what is there, what's gonna come for the second channel because obviously it's all held back because of the summer video of 2022. So with the main channel now, we actually have a lot that is going to come within reviews and demos and such. So the quick rundown is that obviously after, to start off July, as I typically always do, we will cover round 1 of Revice, which will take the entire month. The reviews will be the first half and then the demos will be the second half. Then in August, we will do round 4 of 01. So for this, we will actually touch upon the VisaNext stuff and just some other PowerRider keys I haven't gotten to. So like Stag and 2 of the Human Gear keys, which Ryder and Subaru. And then technically the only thing that's holding back that is PowerRider Key Set 03 because I did not pre-order that set because it never got a US release. Then this is going to be weird, but we are going to go back into Saber by the end of the month, like the last 2 weeks of August. However, it's going to be sorted weirdly because the first week of reviews is just going to be 3 videos. So it's going to be Ultimate Bahamut, the Trio of Deep Sin set, and the Sound Update edition of the Kayakin Rekka. However, the demo week will be a normal 5-day week because of the fact I have to accommodate every version of the Kayakin Rekka. So, like, each version is getting its own demo, or it's essentially a sound demo, like the all-sound demonstration for the VS Memorial set. So for basically it's just going to be Monday through Friday thing. So Ultimate Bahamut and Trio of Deep Sin will be Monday, Tuesday, and then Wednesday or Friday will be like version 1, version 2, and version 3. So that's how I have it planned. September is kind of the only month where I don't really have anything planned. Like, if I don't actually do what I actually wanted to do, which was originally just, do Gaim because it's going to be the channel's 7th anniversary, because I couldn't do anything with the 6th anniversary due to a basement flood. But if that's, I don't know, if I don't get to do that then we can actually probably just put out the unboxings at that point, because the thing is that with how packed these months are going to be, it's essentially like there's no like time to do unboxings and such. So maybe we have to reserve the 7th anniversary for that. But also, because my birthday this year, I'm going to be 21, and because of decade and such, apparently 21's a magic number. So it's like, alright, I guess I become like a full-on adult, because becoming 18 is just like, alright, you're starting your adultery. No, that's not the right word choice. You're starting your adulthood, and then essentially like 21 is like, alright, now you're a true adult and such. And then October is going to be finally something I'm actually excited to do, because after getting delayed from last year, October is finally going to be reserved for Ghost, which I'm just going to call it Ghost Month. So basically, obviously, unlike, my batch reviews where I review, a quarter of a toy line, Ghost, for the most part, we're going to cover, like, the majority of the toy line. Obviously, the DX stuff, not, like, Ghost change figures or anything like that. Like, obviously, we're just going to cover any of the roleplay stuff and gimmicks. So, for example, of what's not going to get covered within Ghost Month, obviously, Sin Spectre, I don't have that one. And the 2 CD icons, just because I'm holding off all CD single pack-ins for the inevitable future. Just because I have something planned for them. So, Ghost Month is actually, I don't have it written out yet. I should have a full schedule written out, I want to say by Friday at best. But I haven't written out every item I'm going to cover yet, so I can't really determine how long Ghost is going to take. But I have to at least say 3 weeks for like a review, and then for a demo, with 3 videos per day. Or, I don't know, at best it could still be 3 days, or like 3 weeks, but 2 videos per day. I don't know, whatever one it's gonna be. I'm just sticking with 3 videos per day for 3 weeks for Ghost, just because we have to power through an entire toy line. Because the thing too is that I'm actually going to be covering the Legend Rider stuff too, even though I'm going to do something that I typically don't do. I did it with the shift cars, but I'm just going to like put all the Legend Rider stuff within, like, I think Legend Rider stuff is like, that's like 3 days worth, maybe. But I don't know. Again, I don't really know the correlating days. I should have that planned by the end of the week, hopefully. But anyways, following Ghost, we're gonna have another month of Ryder stuff, which will actually be Geo, because of the fact I'm gonna be covering Ghost. And Ghost, I started Ghost Month 2 years ago, within 2020, and just been like recording the reviews sporadically since. But because I dropped that hard drive that had my footage and like videos and such, obviously I don't have any access to that. So Ghost Month, I'm going to have to re-record the majority of my videos. I'm probably going to just going to re-record it all for consistency. However, with Geo, I lost one review in particular, which was Fang Joker. While like 4 of the other reviews, or actually 6, I believe, or 4 of the other like reviews and demos, I do still have the footage for. They just haven't been edited. Geo Climax Scramble and Amazon Omega were like done. It's just that I don't have access to the final videos anymore, just because that was in another hard drive that the USB cord like jammed, like the port like jammed up, so you can't access that. So I can obviously just re-export those ones, but basically I'm going to be refilming Fang Joker anyway alongside my Ghost stuff, so it's just like I might as well just cover the remainder of Ghost, not Ghost, of Geo, just to get that out of the way, because I'm pretty sure this will be the last year of Geo stuff. Obviously I'm not going to be able to obtain the Gashapon sets at all, those last 4 Gashapon watches, but you know, I'll at least be able to cover like the most of Geo. Then for the beginning of December, the first 2 weeks will actually be Trigger, because, you know, I originally wanted to pair Geo and Trigger up, but that wasn't going to work, as I realized that Geo was going to actually take up 2 weeks instead of the initial week because of how many new stuff I've been able to obtain or are coming out. So Trigger is getting pushed to the beginning of the month of December. Obviously we're just going to be covering the majority of the premium Bandai stuff, and hopefully if I actually do get Gashapon Hyper Gear Set 2, that and Shokugan Set 2 will just get thrown in a day. But if I don't get that set, then the week still works as just premium stuff. So obviously it'll just be the Ancient Sparklons, Black Sparklons, New Generation Hero sets, the Trigger Memorial sets, and then Gaia. No. See, I always forget about the Ultra Brothers. Ultra Brothers, Gaia, and then Premium Gashapon Set 1. And then for the last few weeks, I personally don't know what exactly be covered. That's just kind of a free-for-all. I think at that point, I might throw in the Saki Rib Gyro, because again, that review has been pre-recorded for like a year. Again, I thought I lost the footage of that one. If I do get the last crystal I need, then I'll definitely like throw up the Saki Rib Gyro, so that could finally get put out there, so then we can finally put it closer to Rube. And then the Christmas stuff, the Christmas items for this year will be the Santa Claus Ghost Icon and Happy Brave Dragon, because, you know, that's what I have. I would have liked to have added the Sentai, or the Christmas Sentai gear, and the Merry Christmas Vice stamp, but those are just going to get pushed to next year when I actually am able to obtain them. And then the year after that will be the Avatar gear. And I don't know if I cover build that year. So that's basically the round out for the year, which I'll say is pretty good. We're going to be back into like busting content and such. Again, with Revice, I finished filming that like last Tuesday, I believe. I just need to power through the editing process, which might be janky, just because obviously with that leads to the videos having things not cut out and such. But in the background, I'm probably going to just work on Ghost and Geo, and then whenever I actually do get Progress Key Set 03, well, I mean, I could start 01, then work on those two, and then just, do progress key set 03 separately and such. But I'm just going to do a lot of background pre-recording for my sake. Just, so then I can actually have the videos out there and not worry about it. So then I can actually concentrate on my second channel stuff. Because I have to put aside my second channel stuff for, to cover, prioritize this channel and such. And, speaking of, I guess prioritization, basically, I think I already did announce, the big stuff for the second channel. So besides all of those, series and toy lines that I'm going to be covering within, typical reviews, I'm actually going to be doing something new for the reviews, where it's kind of a subsidiary towards the reviews, to which I'm calling them written reviews. I think it's kind of obvious what it is. So it's just the traditional review scripted. Now I know it's what's the point of this if you already do really bland reviews and off the wind and such? Well, the thing is that I think the written reviews obviously are basically just to help the video be more informative and streamlined and such, especially for collector grade items, because I think that's going to be the primary target for written reviews. It's just going to be whatever collector grade item, or item that doesn't need as much reliance on other things. So obviously CSMs fit into this category, so whenever I get into CSM Gaim, they'll be under the written reviews. The Ultra Replica Orb Ring, I was originally going to do that for the end of the year, but they decided to do a card pack, so I'm alright, I guess I can hold that out. But Figure Arts will also way under here. Not sure if they're going to fully transition into written reviews, because I feel the writing's going to be lacking for those, just because of the fact I can kind of cheat and just copy and paste the script. Obviously I wouldn't do that, but they could be accusations of that and such. But basically written reviews is just to help items that have a lot to them, and just on me too, just to streamline the process of giving the information out. Because with the Ultra Replica Orb Ring, you guys have already heard me rant about how much of a dislike I have towards it. So it's just kind of I don't really think it's worth hearing me rant about it for 10 minutes and such. I think it would just be better, obviously, for it just to be constructively written. Because the thing is that obviously when I have these rants at the end of some videos, they take 10 minutes. The Wake Up in Kiva Progress Key is the longest Progress Key review, because I was ranting about how dumb the distribution of the legendary Progress Keys were. And just the exclusivity that some of them contained and such. So that's what written reviews are supposed to kind of just stop, just the unscriptedness and just the long tangents, and just of certain sections of just a toy not working right kind of thing, or just struggling to show something specific. Written reviews are supposed to just be a good example of if you want to know how exactly this is going to be the foundation of what a written review is going to be for me, watch how to update the Kaiken Rekka from the second channel. I'm most likely going to forget to put an annotation, just because that's how I am. But how to update the Kaiken Rekka is basically a predecessor to what I have in mind for the written reviews and such. Basically, it's also just so that I can actually do more with the video. Because obviously, all of these videos, the only reason why they've been easy to like put out is just because of how, you know, it's just me sitting here, like, doing stuff like that. So it's just kind of like, you know, I want to utilize, you know, actual skills, or like, I guess actual video skills and such, and actually showcase it within the main channel, because obviously that's only been exclusive for the most part on the second channel. And I think at this point, I guess like both channels need to start kind of blending content because technically with the second channel, its main channel content is the page throughs, because that's essentially just me unboxing something or unboxing a book essentially and such. While with here, we have Photocard Supersonic and yeah, it's mainly Photocard Supersonic just because of how, you know, the structure of that works. And speaking of which, because I feel like I've been dragging this out for a long, the first entry for the written review will actually be out by Friday. I think after I get this done, I'm gonna be like, you know, probably when I'm posting this, not posting, but like sometime after I post this, I'm like powering through editing that. The first entry, which the thumbnail of it will be here, will be of Dino Knight Red. Because I needed a figure to go with my Dino Master Gold. So yeah, I do hope you guys do enjoy, I guess, something that is that, you know, something that actually had more effort to than, you know, just the lazyism that this channel is. Because I feel like, especially because, you know, leading up to this, like, I'm getting close to 1,000 subscribers, and the second channel is like 26 subscribers away from gosh, 500 subscribers. And, you know, if that's going to be the case, that, like, because that's great and all, but, like, you know, I've been kind of just thinking, it's just like the main channel, if we're, you know, it's the main channel and such, so like we really need to like push, like, not push, but like, excuse me, the main channel really needs to like it evolve. Like, I think I stated this in the last the last update, but like the main channel has been like really stagnant for years, and the issue is that people are way too used to it, that people are just gonna accept literally that blandness and such, and it's like, I just don't really like that, because it's like, I'm literally showing like the lowest tier thing, and I know I'm more capable of doing better and such. Like, I'm capable of, like, you know, doing more than what I'm currently offering to the viewers and such, which is why I dedicate a lot more like passion stuff within the second channel, just because at the time I just thought I was more like free with that channel, because I wasn't really restricted to, oh yeah, you have to like do this kind of thing and such. Now I'm at the point where it's just like, alright, barriers for both have been broken. Like, we're just gonna do whatever. If it fits on this channel, it'll go there. If it fits on this channel, it will go there. If it doesn't, that's even better. But, so I really want to start improving the quality of the videos, definitely. Which, again, I think is the thing I will talk about more by the end of the year. I don't want to really rant about it yet, just because this is reaching like half an hour. But last thing I really do want to mention is just live streams, just because we haven't had. There was supposed to be one this month because it was supposed to be the one from May, but then it got delayed. But yeah, I can't really say much. Like, the live streams have been fun to do. It's just that Zarek and I have creative differences of how we want to handle the build streams, just because I'm mostly forcing him to lead the charge, because I'm like, he's the one that came up with it. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, I technically should have some input. But I don't know, I just want to be like really laid back with it, because, you know, he's the one that wanted to do it, like, that came up with the idea. So I'm just like, I kind of just want to let him, you know, sort things and such, because, you know, like, obviously if you watch the build streams and the unboxing streams, they're like way different. So I'll be sure to post the full schedule, like a rough schedule, within the community post, and see that not really get any traction because it's not Wendy, because I don't know why you guys keep liking every post of Wendy. Why? And obviously I'll update you guys within the community tab, also just anything like upcoming. I'll continue to tease stuff for the second channel or whatever. I'll continue teasing you guys on like big stuff that I'm working on and such. But yeah, that's kind of really it. Yeah, it's almost 12, so I'm gonna probably power through and edit this. So this is Power, and I'll leave you people. I probably forgot about a bunch of things.